Drew Albaugh alongside bullpen arm of the Walla Walla Sweets, Jacob Courtney, for another edition of Players Roundup. Jacob, end of the season here. How's the arm feeling?
Yeah, it's feeling all right. It's been a long season. Just coming off UCL surgery, so I think I got a good amount of innings in, and yeah, we're feeling pretty good.
I would love to ask you about that. How has that been? Just over a year ago, correct?
Yep. I think a year and 2 months now. So,
do you feel it kind of, obviously, I'm sure it's harder to recover and stuff, but it's kind of amazing that you're out on the hill this fast.
Yeah, I mean, the recovery time is usually a year. I think I came back in 11 months or so.
Wow.
Yeah, it just takes forever to recover, the 2 innings and you're out for 5 days or so. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. Velo's back up. Spin's pretty good.
What's the challenge with being out of the sport for a year? You're trying to do this at an elite level as far as everything is considered, and you step away from the game for a year. How hard is that?
Yeah, it was kind of hard to say checked in during the year,
right,
showing up to the field every day and not being able to throw or play, just taking mental reps as much as I can. But starting about 6 months in, you got to throw, and from there just kind of like took off, and just getting back into hangs and keeping a level head through all the ups and downs. So that was probably the most important part.
When you're talking about mental reps, what goes into that? Like, you visualizing yourself on the mound?
I did a lot of note taking, taking notes, just watching other guys throw and see what they're doing and see how my stuff kind of, was similar to theirs and how they were attacking hitters, and just going about my business like that and just learning as much as I can without being on the field.
How huge is the mental side? A lot of times we think about it in baseball specifically towards a hitter's mentality. With, look, if you're getting 3 hits out of 10 tries, you're in the Hall of Fame. But on a pitching perspective as well, I can't imagine, if you're missing your spot just by a little bit, how do you adjust on the fly out on the hill?
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard sometimes, but I think the most important part is to remember, you're going to get got.
Right.
You make a perfect pitch, it's going to get hit, it's going to get touted 10 times. So just keeping a level head through ups and downs, whether you're throwing strikes or you can't find the zone, every outing matters. Every outing is different. You just can't. You got to live day by day, not focus on, what's coming ahead or what happened previous out.
Talk about the mental side of the game. When you're a guy that's only pitching 3 every 4 or 5 days even, how hard is it to stay locked in out on the bullpen?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't found too much trouble to stay locked in. I know kind of when I'm throwing, down to a few days. So, I found a routine this summer, just kind of throwing wise. It hasn't been too difficult to stay locked in.
So there's a few things that I see the bullpen guys do. You play sack, that's a pretty fun game. And then before we were leaving the clubhouse today, you said, Billy, make sure you do my picks for you. And there's some sort of fantasy system going. You want to talk to that?
Yeah, so a few of us have a little fantasy league going on with our guys.
Nice. So it's for the Sweets, correct?
Yeah,
nice.
It's for our lineup, and just pick whoever you think's that day, and the winner the loser owes the winner an energy drink.
Oh, nice. So there's an overall. It goes. So it's every series of resets.
So I've won the last 3 series.
No way.
We're not looking to.
Oh my! 3 straight. What went into that?
So basically, I try to pick the guys kind of in the middle of the lineup.
Okay.
They're going to get a good amount of ABs, and they're also going to be right next to each other, so they have a chance to score some runs.
And just kind of stack points together.
2 or 3, all in the line.
Is it just for the lineup, or is it also pitching?
Yeah, so it's starting pitchers in the lineup.
Okay. And so there's only so many starting pitchers. So how does that work as far as determining who gets that?
We know the starting pitchers for every series before the series starts. So, first day that you draft your starting pitcher along with.
Okay, gotcha. Any other bullpen games during the contest? Keep everyone entertained.
Pretty much just sack and our.
Yeah, there you go. What do you think about, back in Bend, actually, Colby Sullivan going out and standing for 3+ hours through the national anthem? Really? Would you do that?
I would do that.
You step in?
Yeah. It just depends on where you're standing. They were trying to get us to do it yesterday.
Really?
They were in the pen, and we were all in front of the dugout.
Okay.
And got to pick your battles.
So it worked out for Colby because it was in the shade down the left field line?
In the shade, in the pen. Umpires weren't worried about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we might have to send a guy to the pen.
Because I don't know what the ruling was last. It was a tie, right? From what I've been told, or
Yeah, I think we kind of just agreed to call it a tie.
right?
It started thundering.
Yeah, exactly.
The field management team came and yelled at it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I think we ended in the tie.
nice. So a couple days ago was your off day as well as the rest of this week. You don't got too many more to go. First off, I want to ask, did you do any more fishing? I know you're a big fisherman. Nice. How'd that go?
It was good. We went backpacking in
Backpack? Why? Wait, this Monday.
yeah, this last yeah, it was
Nice. So how did you do that to get to Wyoming?
yeah, it was 10 hours driving, me and my girlfriend.
Wow.
Cool, pretty fun. Did some mountain.
Nice. Catch anything? Nice.
I think I caught 12 on the.
Wow. You keep them?
Yeah, no, I didn't
For the sport. There you go.
for the fun, but yeah, I mean, it was cool. Going to Jubilee Lake, catch us some trout up there.
Where's that?
It's kind of like Eastern Oregon,
Okay. Nice.
halfway through here.
How important is it to step away from the game and do stuff like that?
I find myself getting pretty stressed out if I
Okay. Yeah.
being out here 6-7 hours a day.
Right. Six games a week.
6 games a week, yeah. Your Mondays, you really need to, use
Right.
backpacking trip I did during All-Star break.
Nice.
Yeah, and so, yeah, it was a good chance to step away from the game for a bit.
So with that being said, Jacob, there's only one more off day this entire season. So you say breaks are important, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be too many more left. So how do you kind of go in day out and realize we're at the home stretch, but it's going to be tough?
Yeah, I mean, just getting as much sleep as you can.
Right.
We're like, leaving like 10.
Right.
Just trying to keep the body healthy and then, yeah, using your Mondays very
Nice.
wisely.
You ready for today's ball game?
I am, yep,
A big one. Yeah.
ready to go, ready to rock. So, yeah, chance to win the series.
Do you ever take a look at the standings as far as we're down to the end here and the Swedes are in a playoff race right there?
We're right there. I don't know exactly.
Half game back of the Elks, who are in third, and a game and a half up on the Berries, who are in fifth. And third and fourth make playoffs. Yeah, they got to keep winning. Exactly. Yeah, because Leo always talks about, third base coach Leo Rivera talks about being where your feet are and being present. Do you kind of have that same mentality, or does it kind of change for the bullpen guys who maybe I threw yesterday and I'm not where my feet are because I'm not going to throw today?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, you know, every day you show up to the field is a day to get better.
Right.
We're saying the game or not, whether it's, mobility, stretching,
Sure.
your speed work, all that stuff. So, yeah, you just got to keep present, whether you're in the game or not, to get better.
Question of the day with Jacob Courtney. So usually it's just a question, but I'm actually going to give you a couple of takes, and you're going to say valid or invalid. All right, you know how it works? All right, so I already asked manager Colby Waterlow this, but baseball should be treated more like golf in the aspect when the pitcher is throwing and when the hitter is hitting, everything should be silent, and then it just explodes. What do you think?
Say valid on that.
Valid? That'd be kind of cool.
I think, yeah, it'd be interesting to try out.
Right. You can hear like a pin drop, and then there's like the crack of the bat.
Yeah, and then it'd kind of make every moment more like.
Right, exactly. So from the pitcher's perspective, this one might be a little bit harder, but hitting a fastball is the hardest thing to do in sports. Valid or invalid?
I would say valid. I think they did some studies on it.
Okay. You have like 0.3 seconds to react or whatever.
Study that, like, it's the hardest thing to do in sports.
All right.
I hit in high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I could hit in college. That's why we can.
You can still swing a bat though if you need to. Let's say he throws out you for a week. How many hits are you getting? 20 at bats.
20 ABs, I'm probably getting.
You getting a hit? Nice. All right, there you go. That's not awful.
It's not terrible.
It's not good. All right, last one with Jacob Courtney. Okay, so baseball is, we already talked about kind of the fan base and stuff like that, but there's now the rules aspect. And a big one that's been kind of floating around is the ABS system, the automatic balls and strikes in the MLB. Do you think that's a good idea, valid or invalid?
I think I'm going to say invalid on that.
Okay. Even as a pitcher? Yeah.
Umpires have always been a part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think taking them out would just change the game a little bit.
Right.
I think you'd see a lot more unhittable pitchers be called strikes.
Sure. Right. The bottom left corner just scrapes the... Yeah.
It was half an inch catching the plate. I think I think you'd see less hits, and I think, I think umpires are just part of the game. You got to learn to adjust to, everyone's zone. Every umpire has a little bit different zone. That's part of the game to adjust with day in, day out.
How about the challenge aspect? Would you be fine with that? Like a couple a game, maybe?
I think the challenge aspect should be part of it.
Okay. Like a big bottom of the ninth moment. You don't want that to get messed up, right?
I mean, the automated system should be like there, but it should be every single. Challenge it. If umpires get it wrong, that's okay. But yeah, hitters should be able to challenge.
Do you like the pitch clock? I know the West Coast kind of has a pitch clock. It's kind of interesting. You got called for one earlier, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not. I mean, it's fine, but it's just another adjustment you have to.
Right.
If you work with a decent pace, it shouldn't cause issues. The only time is night signs when catcher's putting down 3 or 4 signals and they're shaking and you get called back.
That's right.
But I mean, that's pretty.
Is it hard to see the signs at night? I know Isaiah was talking about having to paint his nails and stuff.
Can be.
Do guys ever do that? Actually, paint their nails? Yeah. Nice.
I mean, it can be, but we also have the tap
right
place, so there's ways to get around it.
Okay.
But I mean, if you're working with a decent pace, that short time limit shouldn't really.
All right, Jacob Courtney on Players Roundup. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.